Alrighty, guys, what is going on? Happy Friday to you guys. Hope everyone is having an amazing end of the week. We are finally free for the next 2 days. We are off work, but what's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing all right. Well, some of us are off work. We got some other things we got to be looking out for, such as severe weather tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be real fun this week. But anyways, guys, what's up? Hope everyone's doing good. Let's go ahead and see who is here for today. We got Catnado Gamming. Okay. We have Swizzy, we have Ray, we have TRG, Jeffrey, Carson, we have, let's see here, we have, I think I already said Ray. What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good. Just going to scroll down to the bottom here. Here we go. Roadster, we have, Archie. What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing good out there. So, anyways, let's go ahead and hop over here to the main screen. So we got ourselves a pretty active few days coming up here, my friends, especially tomorrow. We got an enhanced risk, a big old risk out here for severe weather. So my friend, you guys who lives out in Texas, really kind of towards the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We're talking Dallas, Fort Worth, Waco, areas north of Austin, essentially. You guys have got to be watching out for the weather tomorrow because we got an enhanced risk, which if you do not know, that is a level 3 on the spectrum. It's a level 3 out of 5, also including northwestern Louisiana and southwestern Arkansas. So basically areas here towards Shreveport should obviously watch out for this as well. Anyways, let's see here. Yeah, gamming. I was like, what? Let's see. We got another Andrew in here. Uh-oh. When two Andrews meet, it's never a good thing. What's up, Andrew? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see, a bit of a late stream tonight. That is true. Yeah, we actually are live here a little bit late. Figured I had some things I was, working on, as well as, it's the weekend now, so people can usually stay up a little bit later, so that's why we're doing this. But yeah, that is what we're seeing here. Let's see here. Haley says, how am I doing, my friend Andrew? I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're doing good yourself. Anyways, but let's go ahead and take a look here at the current view. So right now, we do have a couple of storms. Actually, my friends out here in San Angelo right now has a severe thunderstorm warning for quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Southwest of that, quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Kind of seems like that's the main concern here. Now, tonight, there's going to be a possibility for a few, showers and thunderstorms. Today's main area we got to keep an eye out there for will be across Oklahoma and southwestern Kansas. Let me go ahead and show you guys real quickly. So here's today's risk. As of right now, there is a chance, the greatest chance for severe weather will be existent. Basically there for the panhandle of Oklahoma, northwestern Oklahoma as well. And obviously south central and southwestern portions here of Kansas. So you guys tonight keep an eye out there for the possibility for a few strong to severe thunderstorms. Now, luckily tonight, there will not be a tornado threat here for tonight. That will change tomorrow. But for tonight, like I said, we just have ourselves the threat here for some damaging wind gusts and hail. I'm going to go ahead and hop you guys over here to the Storm Prediction Center for today's outlook on a better view. So anywhere in the dark green, you guys do have a chance for severe weather as well. It's actually limited to a 5% chance of seeing severe weather every 25 miles. Then we move into the yellow. That is a slight risk. Once again, that's at level 2 out of 5 on the spectrum. So across the yellow, that's the area that we should really be watching here for tonight. So once again, even northern Texas, the extreme northern panhandle, of Texas does actually have this as well. So we'll definitely need to be watching out for this here, for tonight, as a few, damaging thunderstorms could be possible. Once again, tornadoes not a concern. Damaging winds, 15% chance for a few thunderstorms, potentially up to, like I said, 60, maybe 70 mile per hour wind gust maximum for today. Obviously, hail, 5% chance, maybe up to quarter size could be possible. Then we move into tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow we got a big day ahead of us across the southeast, southern, central plains region. Once again, the first level of severity is across the dark green, so you can see a lot of areas here. Like I said, pretty much essentially like several million people. 18 million people are at risk across the level 1. 11 million people are at, 11 million people are at risk here for the slight risk level 2, and then 9.5 million people are in the risk here for the enhanced risk, that level 3 out of 5. So obviously, like I said, biggest risk for severe weather is across the orange, followed by the yellow, and then the green. And you might be wondering, well, what's this light green? That's just a chance for a few thunderstorms, not expected to be anything too crazy. Now, tornadoes tomorrow, as of now, is pretty low. There's kind of a lack of lower-level winds that's got to be supporting anything too significant for tornadoes, so I don't see that being a big problem for tomorrow. Now, a few tornadoes could be possible. This does include Dallas-Fort Worth area, Arlington, Plano, Garland, Texas regions. Damaging winds, that seems to be one of the biggest concerns. Look at that 30% chance probability of seeing damaging winds, potentially up to 60, maybe to 70 mile per hour. Could be possible. Northeast Texas, once again, Dallas, Fort Worth area, Arlington, Plano, Garland. Also, northwestern Louisiana, like Shreveport. You guys are in a big chance for some damaging wind gusts as well. Then hail. Now, hail's a different story. Now, it's the same percentage here. We have ourselves a 30% chance of seeing, in terms of hail. But there is something that is different about this, and you guys can actually notice it right off the bat. We have this big, this kind of black circle area has it looks like a net essentially. So this netted area, that is what we call a hatched risk or a significant risk. And what that means is that there is a chance tomorrow across these areas. Once again, heads up Dallas-Fort Worth area. That is basically telling us that we have a chance for some large hail, really large hail, potentially up to 2 inches in diameter or larger. For example, that's larger than golf ball size. So we're talking some big hail being possible tomorrow. Then we move our way into Sunday. Like I said, we move our way into Sunday. We actually do have ourselves another risk. This risk actually stretches to the northeast a bit, across like the the western Ohio Valley, the portions of the western Tennessee Valley as well. Got to keep an eye on it. Really Arkansas, portions of southern Missouri, central and kind of southwestern Kentucky, central western Tennessee, northern Mississippi, northwestern Alabama, southern Illinois. Got to be on the lookout here for Sunday. Then we move our way into Monday. As of right now, anything past Sunday, we are not currently seeing anything on the Storm Prediction Center. So overall, got to keep an eye out there for the next few days. So it looks like we're going to be seeing a pretty eventful weekend in terms of severe weather activity. So we're going to need to be watching out for this. Let's see, hail alert in Dallas. Yes, you guys in Dallas, that's kind of one of your main problems tomorrow. Like I said, it's a potential for large hail. Actually, a 30% chance. So Dallas-Fort Worth has a 30% chance of seeing damaging and large hail, potentially up to 2 inches in diameter. And some occasions could even get larger than that. So that does seem to be a good problem for tomorrow. I think that will be the biggest concern is the threat for obviously the damaging hail. So we'll need to continue watching this here. And actually, that threat for large hail does stretch its way down into Austin, too, I'm pretty sure. If I also take a look here at the hail probability for tomorrow, yeah, you can actually see that little dashed line area. That is the hatched risk. That's where we are seeing, once again, that large hail potential. And it does stretch its way into Austin. Now, San Antonio is kind of out of the large stuff. However, a few hailstones could still be possible up north out of any storm that could form. But, once again, the biggest chance for a large hail is existent really across Dallas-Fort Worth. I mean, you guys are kind of in the middle of it. Same thing for Waco. Waco, Texas, same for you guys. Big chance, big chance here in terms of, severe weather. Let's see here. Day 1 looks like a cat. I did see that, actually. It does. It has like the little cat ears. It does. Here, I'm going to show you guys once again. So what TRG's talking about is this right here. Looks like a... Oh, my gosh. There was a lightning bug on my window. I was wondering what the heck that was. Anyways, but yeah, no, it does look like a little cat. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But anyways, but yeah, no, we'll continue to watch this here for tomorrow. We'll definitely be live for you guys tomorrow. I tell you what, we're going to go and hop you guys over here to the models. Yes, we got to talk about the tropics too. I'll save that for a moment because what do you know? GFS is still supporting it after like 7 days now. It's been like 7 days, and the American GFS model is continuing to say there's going to be a possibility for a tropical system. Will it happen? It's still not in stone yet, but I'm definitely a little concerned about it. Anyways, but we track way down in time here for the severe weather. Obviously, for tomorrow, we continue into the overnight hours. Obviously, you can see the time in the top right. As we track way down in time, really around like, wow, look at that. That's crazy. So here for tomorrow, kind of around like noon, we're getting this long linear system, or this long linear line of storms to be really cranking its way up across like northeastern Texas, western portions here of Arkansas. I mean, look at that big old line. And obviously, whenever you have a line like this, the main concern usually is damaging wind gusts, in which tomorrow that verifies. So definitely a big chance for damaging wind gusts. Obviously heading in there towards portions of Dallas-Fort Worth region here, maybe around noon, could be possible. And then as we continue to develop here, into essentially the evening hours, it looks like another round of a couple of strong to severe thunderstorms will pop off once again there towards Dallas. So it's looking like potentially multiple rounds of severe weather out there towards Dallas. So yeah, that's kind of our main concern here for tomorrow, is to my friends who lives out there in Dallas. Once again, main concern, hail, damaging winds, and once again, cannot rule out a chance for a tornado or two. But overall, it does look pretty interesting. Definitely does. Let's see here. What site is that? This is Tropical Tidbits. Yep, you know what this site is. I just have it nice and cropped. That's why it looks different. But anyways, when it comes to it tomorrow, looks like a big line. Tell you what, so we're going to take a look at the HRRR here. We're going to drop down to 00Z. This is a relative fresh model that they just updated here. So there is kind of a bit of similarity here. So according to the, according to the NAM3K and the HRRR here, we are indeed seeing ourselves, that line that's going to be driving its way through basically southeast Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas. However, it doesn't really have it hitting or getting really too close to Dallas, but it does show a few, isolated thunderstorms, popping off here for the evening here tomorrow across Dallas. So we'll need to keep an eye out there for it. Anyways, let's see. This thing's looking like a duration. It does. Yeah, back on the NAM3K, it sure does. It's a pretty gnarly looking line for sure. So like I said, heads up to my friends out there in Dallas. Got to really keep an eye on it. All right, now I know you guys are here also wanting to know. All right, Andrew, enough with the severe weather. What's going on in the tropics? Okay, so once again, disclaimer: this is one model, this is one opinion. But I do tell you what, this has been in the works for days now. This has been popping up here for days in the models. So, yep, what do you know? GFS still supports it. I was telling TRG earlier, I was like, dude, this model really hates Florida right now, because that's kind of where it's been targeting the last two runs. This latest run here and the previous run before that has it going right into southern Florida. Now, once again, this is not this is nothing to take action for southern Florida right now. Even though this might look a little concerning to you right now, this is still several days out. This is showing landfall on the 21st, which, yeah, I don't think that this is going to be the final track here. I mean, like I said, if we go back here, look at this. We dropped down a run from earlier, then a run from earlier. You can see between these two runs, they are in two complete opposite areas. This was kind of this morning here. This model run right here is this morning, showing it right in the center of the Gulf of Mexico. And in the latest run for this afternoon, had it going east of Florida. And then now the latest one has it kind of in that same area. But we'll see. Like I said, it's still hopping around all over the place here. I mean, it's everywhere. It's been everywhere. Look at this. Has it hitting portions of the panhandle of Florida? Has it getting there towards Texas? Has it getting up there towards Florida on the eastern side? It's like, once again, right now we do not know, first of all, if this will for sure be a thing, but we don't know exactly where it's going to end up, essentially. Let's see. Scott here with a $5.50 donation. Thank you so much, dude. Greatly appreciated. Glad to have you here, Scott. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see here. I wish my birthday Cat 5 hurricane for Virginia without damage or deaths. That would be very interesting, to say the least. Absolutely. Do I think Monday will be a bad day for severe weather in Columbia, South Carolina? So what I do know is that, like I said, Tuesday does have a risk out there for severe weather. Like I said, we track away in the, let's say Tuesday? I meant Sunday. Sunday here, we actually do have that risk out there for severe weather across like the southern Midwest regions, portions of the Tennessee Valley. Now, when it comes to the potential of severe weather, I'm going to go and hop you guys over here to this other website here I use for models to kind of take a look in the extended range out there towards the East Coast. You know, that's a really good question. As to what is the environment going to look like here for basically Monday. And so when taking a look here at the available energy, I mean, this is basically the thunderstorm juice here. We have a lot of it across portions here of North and South Carolina here, which, you know, honestly alone that could support a few thunderstorms. Some of them could be severe, but I'm going to get a sounding out here. Yeah, I mean, it looks possible. You know, obviously we can't just go across one model here, but you know, from what the GFS is saying, it does look like that that severe weather threat potentially could track its way into the Mid-Atlantic states here for Monday. So, yeah, I'd watch it. We'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, if it's going to be anything significant, anything crazy, you know we'll cover it. So, but yeah, we'll definitely be on the lookout for it. Let's see here. But, yeah, let's see. What website is that? This one's COD Meteorology, or the one we were just using there. See, isn't the severe weather supposed to be further north, says Rain? Usually at this time, yeah, it is. Right now, we've just been in kind of a really funky pattern recently. It's been crazy out there. It's just been very dull. It's been very underwhelming for the last while in terms of severe weather. I mean, we've had our typical days where a few pop-up severe thunderstorms, you know, typically every day, but we haven't had like a solid event here in weeks, it seems. It's definitely been a while. Let's see. How's Outer Banks, North Carolina? So, once again, you know, that kind of applies to you as well, Godzilla. You know, once again, we'll watch out for Monday, as it could be a potential of, you know, maybe some strong, severe weather could possibly happen. But we'll definitely be looking at it. We'll keep an eye on it. Definitely will. Anyways, but that's that. Finally going to get some weather in East Tennessee next week, says Coffee. Gotcha. You know what? Like I said, here for whenever it comes to Sunday, you got a shot. Let's see here. Scott here with another donation. Another $5.50 donation. You rock, Scott. Thank you, dude, so much. You are awesome, Scott. Big shout out goes to you. Thank you so much for supporting us. Super nice of you. But thank you so much, Scott. But yeah, but like I said, here for Tennessee, you know, it's mostly heaviest on the western side, you know, western and the central side. But you know, should still be watching it across the east, as a few severe thunderstorms could spark off out there too. But we'll definitely be looking at it. Let's see here, HRR or NAM3K. What do you mean by that, TRG? Which one? What were we looking at earlier? Let's see here. Possible tropical weather likely in Louisiana. I wouldn't say that, Ray. I would not say that. You know, once again, there's a lot of unknowns here with the tropics. I mean, like I said, you know, to be honest with you guys, like I said, you know, the only model that's really showing this right now is the American GFS. I mean, you know, we still track away far down in time. I mean, this is still a while out. You know, this is still a really decent time out here. Now, according to the, according to this model in particularly here, you know, it kind of shows that tropical activity starting, kind of across areas south of Cuba. It also still shows it's starting to pop back up support of that other potential tropical cyclone in the East Pacific. But anyways, yeah, no, it shows that organization occurring here basically for the 18th. And then we track away into the 19th, and then, you know, it does whatever it wants to do. According to the latest GFS, it has it going up there, riding up the East Coast. So, you know, but once again, should you take action based off of what you're seeing right now? No, I wouldn't. Seriously, I would not be panicking over this right now. If you live in Southern Florida and you're looking at this right now, it might look alarming, but right now there's just not enough information to tell that is going to be a likelihood. I mean, once again, just to go ahead and show you guys a bit of a bit of something funny. If you think Florida's going to get hit, look at this. Look at the previous run. Has it in the central Gulf of Mexico. So like I said, it's still hopping all over the place here. It is still hopping all over the place there. Let's see here. What about Arkansas, Oklahoma? Isn't that a town in Oklahoma? I've always got confused by that. But when it comes to it out here in Oklahoma, you guys got a risk out here tomorrow, especially to my friends who follow along in the southeastern side of the state. You guys got a slight risk out there. Once again, putting the tropics on the back burner again. When it comes to severe weather tomorrow, like I said, we got a pretty organized event here happening. We got an enhanced risk, level 3 on the spectrum. So anytime we have an enhanced risk like this, obviously it's some very important, important stuff we got to be covering here. So you bet we'll be live here tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what time I'm going to be live on this right now, but yeah. Let's see, Arkansas is a state. I know that, Florida, but there's also a town somewhere I believe called Arkansas. But like I said, when it comes to it, northeast Texas tomorrow, northwestern Louisiana, hey, Shreveport, portions of Louisiana, heads up to you guys. Once again, northeast Texas, we're talking, areas here, Dallas, Fort Worth region. Once again, Waco. You guys are kind of in the heat here too, potentially for tomorrow. So, but like I said, when it comes to it, whenever it comes to it there. Basically, the main concern is damaging winds and hail. Like I said, obviously the potential there for a few tornadoes can't be ruled out either. Let's see, Scott. Dude, are you serious, man? Another donation from Scott. Another $5.50 donation. Dude, you rock, Scott. Thank you so much for supporting us. You're awesome. Thank you so much. What do I like/trust more? Honestly, it depends on what it is, TRG. When it comes to the day of, I really don't like looking at models the day of because, they can be a little bit iffy. But I look at the NAM 3K really on when the event is like a couple of days out, and then the HRRR I usually look the day before it happens. But once again, Scott, let's see here. Scott says helping out for dinner. Well, thank you, dude. Thank you so much. Let's see. David says anything on Ward, Arkansas. Well, I'll tell you what. Like I said, obviously tomorrow, this does move its way into Arkansas. But I'll pull up Ward, Arkansas here for you. So let's see. So you're in that 5% chance. Let's go ahead and actually make that's for damaging hail. Let's see. We're gonna hop over here to the convective outlook for you. I'm gonna have to pull back up Ward, Arkansas again. But let's see here. So yeah, Ward, Arkansas. If it'll pop it up here. I tell you what, this program can be glitchy sometimes. It's crazy. Crazy. Here we go. All right, so you, my friend, are in the marginal. So you do have a chance for a few strong to severe thunderstorms, but, like I said, your chances are quite limited to a 5% chance probability. So, like I said, it's pretty low chance out there. Anyways, let's see. I live on the border of Arkansas and Oklahoma, says Luna. Yeah, no, you should be watching it. It really depends on where you're at. But anywhere along that border between Arkansas and Oklahoma, there is a risk for severe weather. More specifically, the further south you go into Oklahoma, the more increased the risk is going to be. Once again, my friends out here in Texarkana, you got an enhanced risk. Pretty populated areas out there, Dallas, Fort Worth area. Heads up to you. Waco, you guys are in the enhanced risk as well. College Station. Mostly stays out of Houston in terms of the enhanced risk, but there is still a slight risk. That's a level 2 on the spectrum. Level 2 out of 5. The higher the number, the more crazier it potentially could get, which a level 2 is still something to absolutely be watching for. Then there in San Antonio, that's kind of where that severe threat kind of cuts off there. But, a few strong to severe storms could still exist out there. Towards San Antonio. I definitely do think so. San Angelo, actually, like I said, right now, you guys do have a threat for tomorrow, but currently, in the current moment right now, you guys out here in San Angelo, y'all are currently seeing a severe thunderstorm warning out there. Quarter-size hail potential and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts does seem to be a possibility. A lot of lightning activity on that. I tell you what, a lot of lightning activity is occurring, across those regions. But anyways, yeah, that's essentially what we're looking at. West of that, too, quarter-size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Seems like that's kind of a common ground here for tonight. But once again, heads up to you guys. If you guys don't know what's going on here, tonight we do have a chance for some severe weather as well, which I'll go and hop you guys back over here real quickly. But when it comes to it, if my program will even work, let's see. Scott here. Are you serious, dude? Another $5. It's your fourth donation. $5.50 donation. Dude. Wow, man. Thank you so much, Scott. Dude, you rock. Thank you, Scott. Thank you so much for helping us. That is super sweet of you. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. That is awesome, dude. Thank you, man. But like I said, here for today, we are talking the Panhandle of Oklahoma, even the extreme northern Panhandle of Texas, and southwestern Kansas. You guys got a risk tonight. Good news, no tornadoes, so we don't got to worry about any nocturnal tornadoes or anything like that. That's good. But a few, mostly damaging winds, maybe up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and maybe some small hail, potentially up to, quarter size, could be possible. Could indeed be a possibility there. But anyways, that's that. Let's see here. Scott says I'm out for the night. Well, that's good. Scott, dude, save your money. Thank you, dude, though. Seriously, for all your support, you rock, man. Thank you. Let's see. Florida was in a marginal early. Tomorrow they're not. Today they're not either. What you mean by that? Anyways. But right now, we can already start to see some of that thunderstorm activity in southwestern Kansas. Not currently severe or anything like that, but got to watch it as as we progress later on. It potentially could go severe. So we'll need to continue watching those. But right now, the severe storms are in like western Texas out there. Let's see, not too far from areas like Midland and Odessa, kind of south of the region. Let's see, I'd say that's probably. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play a little bit of a guessing game. Between Midland and the severe thunderstorm warning here, how far would you guys say that is? Between Midland and this warning. For example, here's the size of Texas. I want you guys to put in the comments what y'all think. What's the distance? So we're going to measure from the core right here of the storm to the direct center of Midland. How far would you guys guess that is? In terms of distance. I can actually approximately look at this, but I want to see what you all think. I want to go ahead and see what you guys think. The closest one will get a shout out. Absolutely. Let's see here. They updated the marginal, died out. We did have marginals today, says Florida weather. Gotcha. Yeah, I was not really looking at. Let's see, Roadster says 200 miles. Okay. So that's from Midland to the center of the storm here. Let's see here. Teresa says, good evening, Andrew, from Indiana. Well, good evening. Hope you are doing good. Glad to have you here. See, Weather Now says, I'm dying from this wildfire smoke in South Carolina because I got a lung condition. That's not good, dude. Yeah, stay inside, man. Seriously. See here. Weather Now says 210. Sherry says 250. All right. You guys are saying 250 miles. All right, we're going to go ahead and measure it now. We're going to go ahead and look at this real quick. So, central of Midland. Oh, look at this. You guys were all around the same part. 84 miles. Black Tar said 150. You were the closest, man. 83 miles. That's the distance between the center of that storm and Midland. It's crazy. See, what's the risk of severe weather tomorrow in Justin, Texas? Let's see here. Justin, Texas. You, my friend, are in the enhanced. Yep, you got a big risk tomorrow. So we'll need to, you'll need to watch it. Yeah, you're right here north of Fort Worth. So heads up to you. Got to keep an eye on tomorrow's weather. Once again, tomorrow's threat, if you're just joining here, the main concern is hail and damaging winds here. I'm going to switch y'all back over here. But yeah, main concern out there for you, you're right here, is obviously damaging winds and hail. Hail is actually a significant risk out there for you. And what essentially that means is that there is a there's a good chance we could see some storms, potentially up to 2-inch hail, and some storms 2-inch higher potentially. We're talking larger than golf ball size hail possibly out here. Like I said, that's some pretty big stuff. So large hail out there towards your region. Heads up to you. Damaging winds, 30% chance of seeing some, maybe up to 60 miles per hour. 60, I'd say 70 plus could be possible too. In some rare instances, 70 plus, but few 60 to 70 kind of seems to be the ballpark. Now tornadoes, there is a small chance, but it's nothing extreme. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing like nothing extreme. Now, for example, just to put this in reference here, between the damaging winds and hail, if they were to, which they will pretty much for sure, almost guaranteed for sure, issue a watch across northeastern Texas tomorrow. When they do, it will likely be a severe thunderstorm watch if that 2% continues, because that's just showing you how low this tornado threat is. Essentially, that just goes to show you that. So the main concern is hail and damaging winds, and then, like I said, possibility for a few tornadoes can't be ruled out there towards Dallas region, but like I said, the odds are pretty low. The odds are in your favor of probably not seeing anything tornadic, so that's good. That's good news. Let's see. Appalachian Angel says, any idea when 38562 will get rain? Let's see here. 38562. You're across Tennessee. Okay, you, my friend. Let's see. Okay, so you're northeast of Nashville. In terms of that, I think Sunday bears a good possibility for rain for you. Because actually, like I said, Tennessee here, y'all. We're actually in a risk out there for severe weather on Sunday. Like I said, it's going to be a pretty active weekend here for everybody. So, between the south here for tomorrow, and then obviously, tomorrow being Saturday, then the day after for Sunday, we're going to be live tomorrow and the day after. We're going to be busy here between the next few days. So like I said, we're gonna really need to watch out for for the severe weather between today and tomorrow, between tomorrow and the day after. We'll see. But Appalachian Angel, yep, looks possible. You're going to need to keep an eye on it for at least a little bit. So heads up to you on Sunday. Let's see here, but yeah. Let's see. We have been so dry. Oh yeah, trust me. But nothing compares to Kansas in their current situation. If you don't know, Kansas is in like a extreme drought. Extreme is like an understatement essentially. It seems like I do this every single live stream, but it's worth a mention since you brought that up. Look at this. Here's the drought map, y'all. I mean, look. So you can see a lot of the Ohio Valley, the Northeast, is in somewhat of a drought. The yellow, that's kind of abnormally dry. That's what it stands for. So it's not a drought, but it's drier than normal. The tan, that's where the drought starts to kick in place. But then you move in the reds, that's a heavy drought. And in the, obviously the dark red, that's kind of like an extreme drought. But, I mean, you can see right there, Kansas and Nebraska. I mean, you guys are dry as ever. But anyways, definitely is, pretty interesting. So, really dry out there. And actually, like I said, Tennessee does not seem to be as dry as Kansas. So, at least be thankful for that. But, yeah, let's see. I really hope I don't get severe weather in December again this year. Not right at all. Yeah, that was a little odd. Back in 21, that was a heck of a December. I'll tell you what. I was actually here in Kentucky when that happened. Back with Mayfield and all that stuff. Luckily, I was far away from Mayfield, but but it was crazy. It was definitely crazy. I remember seeing lightning outside the night of. Let's see, El Nino already formed, and sure it has. Weather now says 57701. All right, let's see here. 57701. Oh, you're in South Dakota. You are well up there. Okay, so when it comes to you, my friend, we're looking all right. There's a chance for maybe a few thunderstorms today and tomorrow. You're in a thunderstorm threat, but overall, nothing too crazy is in the forecast for you. Florida weather 28205. 28205. I wonder if that's in Florida. No, it's not. Wow. That's shocking. Florida weather is in North Carolina. What? See, Charlotte. Okay, now Charlotte, yeah, like right now you're not in a defined risk here. for Monday, but I'd say we need to watch for Monday, as I think a risk could be issued across the Mid-Atlantic. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh, my friend. I am so dumb. I literally read his comment saying my friend lives there. Or hold on a minute. No, that's weather now. Dude, I am losing my mind. For a second, I thought that was Florida weather. Let's see here. TRG says, still here, just quiet. All right, man. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Hoping for severe weather mid-June for 64060. Is that for, let me guess, Kansas City? Well, tomorrow, Kansas City, y'all have a marginal, which that's a level 1 on the spectrum. So there's a chance for a few strong, severe storms. But, you know, honestly, anything, you know, too crazy is probably going to be quite limited across those regions. See, my dad's going on a business trip Monday. Oh, okay. So Florida, yeah, let them know about that. It's a possibility. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll continue watching it. You know, let's just first get past these next 2 days of severe weather between tomorrow's enhanced risk and then the following days slight risk across like Tennessee. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep on looking. I tell you what. Okay, so I want to go ahead and bring y'all back over here to the tropics for a moment. So, like I said, we're going to look at a different view here. And, you know, this is something we did not look at so far this stream. But when it comes to it, I'm going to move back over here to the Caribbean. This is really important. So, once again, we take a look here at the GFS, the American model. Whenever it comes to the tropical development here, it does show that system forming. You can kind of see it going right over Cuba right there. It does show it. You know, it does show that tropical system forming. But here's the thing. So this is showing for like the, what is that, the 20th? We'll go ahead and track back to like it's showing early signs of development here kind of for like the early 19th. So then we switch over to like the European model. Here's the thing. Here's the main difference. So we go back over here to like the 18th. Yeah, 19th. You see how we move into the 19th and it doesn't really show that happening. So you can see how it's just limited to that one model. Let's try GDPS. This is a Canadian model. Pretty sure the same thing. Yep. Yeah, not showing much. But like I said, you know, it's just getting to that point to where the GFS is starting to talk tropics. But, you know, not all the models are talking about it right now. It's still very far out. So we'll see. Let's see here. Jill says hi from Michigan. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Are we going to get rain for 49765? 49765. All right, this is for Michigan. Gotcha. So, okay, so tomorrow. Tell you what, my friend, we actually got a general thunder. So, that means there's a potential for a few thunderstorms out in northern Michigan, but I wouldn't live off of it. I wouldn't say that that's going to be a for sure thing. I'd still say, I'd still say it's a low probability of happening, but it could. You know what? Actually, here, let me go ahead and show you the models real quickly. Yeah, the models just show a bit of rain moving through Michigan up there here for the early 11th, really. So you might be. Will I still be live here at 11:10? Maybe, TRG. I don't know. See, it finally got less smoky, says Jill. I hear you. Yeah, it's been crazy. Florida weather says I'm going to hit you with the actual Florida zip code. Let's see. 32703. Gotcha. Let's see here. 32703. You're across Florida. Gotcha. Out there in towards Orlando. Okay, so yeah, same thing for you tomorrow. I mean, just typical Florida stuff, man. Just daily thunderstorms. It seems possible. You know, look out for a few thunderstorms here. I mean, look at this. Literally, this is classical Florida right there. You see these thunderstorms firing off, kind of happening out there. You know, I've noticed it's a pretty common scenario in Florida where you have a line of storms that fires off in the east, a line of storms that fires off in the west, and they both converge. I've seen that happen quite a bit in Florida, you know, when tracking Florida, which is it's interesting, really interesting. And then it seems like they die out once they converge, which you can actually see that happening right there. See, they go right at each other, and then boom, they just kind of die out there afterwards. But And then the next day, potentially for some more thunderstorms. But anyways, but no, you can actually see, wow, look at that. Hold on a moment. This is for me. So I live out here in Kentucky. I live out here in like towards Louisville. And I'm just now starting to see this for the first time for me. Hold on, we're gonna move over here to my place for a minute. See, we're gonna go ahead and switch over to make this look a little bit more even for you guys. It looks a little odd there. Anyways, but I'm up here in Louisville. That was interesting what I was looking at there. Let's see, NAM 3K. Wow, yeah, look at that, showing a pretty gnarly line according to NAM 3K there. Around 5 p.m. on the 11th. I mean, I am in a marginal. Okay, well that's a little eye-catching there. We'll see how that goes out. I'll see how that plays out. That looks pretty interesting. I mean, who knows? Maybe that could continue into the Mid-Atlantic afterwards here. So we'll see. We'll see. See, it's the sea breeze. Yep, makes sense. Let's see here. See, Kilzas's Hurricanes. There's one model, the American GFS, has been talking about a potential tropical system for days now. Like I said, almost a week, essentially. Which I'll go ahead and show you here. You know, I'm gonna hop over to this model here for you. But no, it's been showing this here for like days and days and days now, which it's getting to the point where it's like a little interesting to see what the model's showing here. But here's the latest run. Still pretty daggone far out there, but there you go, right there. The tropical system forming, going over Cuba. Now it's showing it hit southern Florida, which, like I said, just ignore the factor right now. Just ignore that. I mean, because like I said, the previous model before that still shows it in Florida, but the one before that has it in the central Gulf of Mexico. So, like I said, you know, we'll see. What are the chances of Florida being hit with a major hurricane this year? You know, it's impossible to be, you know, precise and be like, oh, there's going to be this many storms that's going to hit Florida this year. But I can tell you that an average amount of hurricanes seems possible. You know, an average season is kind of what it looks like here, according to the Hurricane Center, and from what it looks like. So we're going to be seeing a typical average season. Which, you know, if you were to ask me, I'd say at least a couple could hit Florida. You know, sometime this season. I'd say at least 2 could happen. I mean, because last year we had 2. We had, what was it? I think we just had 2, if I'm not mistaken. We had, was it Ian? And then we had Nicole. Those 2 were nasty. I was actually there during Nicole. Anyways, let's see here. Hi, Andrew. Is there a threat for tornadoes for Louisville, Texas for tomorrow? Okay. All right. I got you covered here. So you said Louisville. Louisville, Texas. Okay, so you're in the enhanced risk. So, yeah. There's a small 2% chance for tornadoes out there. Like I said, 2% chance, really, really small probability of happening. So it's a very unlikely scenario. I don't think, I really do not think it's going to be anything too crazy out there. But it's going to be possible for, you know, a couple of tornadoes here and there. Maybe could happen in northeast Texas, but the chances of you getting hit by one, very low. Very, very, very low. What I would be concerned about is the threat for hail and damaging wind. You know, once again, like I said, I'll go and hop you back over here to the Storm Prediction Center for a second. You know, hail, they put a significant hatch risk out there, which you can see that little black circle with the dashes going through it. That's telling us that we're seeing potentially 2-inch diameter hail or larger, which that is telling us over golf ball size, which that's some big hail. So that's what I would be concerned about. I would not really be concerned about tornadoes, although maybe a couple of them could spin up. But even if they did, it likely wouldn't be anything significant. It likely wouldn't be any big monstrous tornadoes, any major damaging tornadoes. Likely wouldn't be. But it would be, you know, pretty unlikely, essentially. But anyways, but that's that. Let's see here. Let's see. But anyways, but that's what we're looking at. Let's see here. Florida should be prepared for hurricanes every year. That's true. Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, really anywhere along the coast, you know, the Gulf Coast, even the East Coast here. Seems like, you know, it really seems like once you get off of North Carolina, it seems like these areas are less prone to hurricanes. Once because you start to move into subtropical waters, for one. And two, it seems like they steer and they ride the coast, and then they shoot off like a ramp. I've seen that happen multiple times. Not to mention the jet stream is moving east, and it kind of catches the storms that head towards like the upper, the upper northeast coast. But there is some exceptions, like Hurricane Sandy, I believe in 2012, was it? Like I said, it's been crazy. It's been crazy. We had Hurricane Sandy. I remember Hurricane Sandy. I was living in Virginia at the time. We got some impacts from that. I remember that being a really rare event. That was something else, I tell you. Let's see. Dude, Scott again, man. Are you serious? Another donation. My camera froze, but dude, Scott, thank you so much, dude. Another donation, $5.50. Dude, you absolutely rock, Scott. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my camera here. Hold on, let me go ahead and switch to a different frame. That usually fixes it. Okay, there we go. Dude, thank you so much, Scott. You rock, man. You rock. Let's see, Rosa Jen says, yep, part of living life, Florida Sea life. Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's just a thing you guys got to adapt to, is the hurricanes. I mean, just like how, my friends out here in the Central Plains, I mean, you guys got to be watching out for, nasty storms, tornadic activity, even the Southeast, too. We get some active tornadoes in the Southeast as well. But then you get that little sprinkle on top with the hurricane potential out there. So, yeah, something you sign up for, that's for sure. Definitely something you sign up for once you move to Florida. Let's see here. Scott, dude, once again, thank you so much, man, for what is that, the fifth donation now? Yeah, this man literally donated 5 times, $5.50, dude. Thank you, man, so much. You don't realize how much it helps out. Helps keep food on the table, keeps the programs up and running. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you. Let's see here. What time do I think that storm will hit Lewisville, Texas? So, according to the model we were looking at earlier, it was showing pretty early. Oh, wasn't Lewisville up here, if I'm not mistaken? Could be wrong. Let me relook at that. We're going to go ahead and redo this. Lewisville, Texas. Here we go. Yes, that's right. So, basically, just between northern Dallas and northern Fort Worth. So, around the time, according to the models here, such as like the NAM 3K, I want to go ahead and show you real quickly. According to the model, it could happen quite early. Kind of shows like this really gnarly looking line rolling through here around 1 in the morning, or sorry, 1 p.m. Sorry, which would be actually noon for you because this is taking Eastern time. You're in Central time, so that's an hour behind. But yeah, no, kind of showing. I'd say as early as noon. Maybe an hour before. I'd say it was as absolute early as probably 10 a.m., but I don't think it'll be around 10. I think it'll probably be somewhere around 11, 12. But like I said, it does show a pretty gnarly line rolling through northeast Texas, southeast Oklahoma. I mean, it shows it starting pretty early. Yep. And then obviously cannot forget here, as a presentation from one model, does show actually maybe a few other clusters popping off here across the areas, towards Dallas. It could happen as evening approaches. As obviously daylight heating happens, maybe get a few of those kicks of maybe a few more storms out there. It's possible. It is possible. But anyways, let's see here. Can I explain El Nino, please? So, basically, El Nino is a condition whenever the equator. So here's the equator of the world. It's a condition in the Pacific Ocean when the surface of the waters get warmer than normal. In which, since the Pacific Ocean is so massive, since it is such a massive ocean, with the rapid changes in that oceanic temperature, it rapidly affects climate and weather across the world. Like I said, obviously, when it comes to El Nino, typically it means a more weaker hurricane season. When it comes to La Nina, which is the opposite phase where it's cooler, it typically turns into a more of an active hurricane season. Let's see here. Ice Cream with a $5 donation. Ice Cream, thank you, dude. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. How's Florence, Alabama doing? Much love to you. This is all I got. Dude, don't worry. It's not about the amount, man. Seriously, it's the thought that counts of donating. Just thank you, dude. Seriously, for the 5. You rock, man. So you said Florence, Alabama. All right, I got you. Let's see. Florence. Let's see. Is that A and C? E and C. I always got that mixed up. Let's see here. Alabama. Here we go. So you, my friend, okay, you're out there in northwestern. Okay, so when it comes to it, actually, yeah, I want you to be looking out here. Okay, I want you to be looking out for Sunday because there is going to be the possibility for severe weather out your way. Let me go ahead and show you. So you're, like I said, you're in northwestern, like I said, extreme northwestern Alabama. And you can actually see you're in that yellow. You're in the slight risk, which is that level 2 out of 5 on the spectrum. So when it comes to it, whenever it comes to it, you know, you are actually looking pretty good. You know, you're looking a pretty good shot of seeing severe weather potential. Now, like I said, it is something you should watch out. Right now, there's no current breakdown on it. But look at this. Before, see, damaging wind gusts become more threats. Let's see. Severe hail before the damaging. So it's talking about how hail and then damaging winds seems to be a concern with that. So mostly damaging winds, hail seems to be a concern for for Sunday, which I'd keep an eye out there for it. Which, like I said, you're in a slight risk at level 2 out of 5 on the spectrum. So, like I said, heads up. Jill says, thank you so much for what you're doing. I know y'all saved us a few times when I was down in South Georgia. Bless your heart. Well, thank you so much, Jill, and you are very welcome. Like I said, we're going to be live tomorrow whenever this actually happens, tomorrow and Sunday. So we're going to be busy the next 2 days being live for you guys here in order to cover these systems here. But anytime, y'all. Let's see. Pettis Weather says hello or hey, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good. Could the wind threat go significant, says Daleen. I think it's a possibility. I do. Personally, I was looking at the models a little bit before, and I think it could. So what do you mean by significant is like 70 mile per hour winds higher, potentially? I think it could. It could happen. Let's see here. But anyways, let's see here. Does that mean tornadoes too? So for you, man, right now there's no breakdown, like I said, for the potential of tornadoes, but it does not seem to be a big concern. Because they would have they would have mentioned it if there was a big concern for tornadoes, which they did not. They basically mentioned that, you know, hail and damaging winds, that kind of seems to be the biggest concern essentially. But anyways, yeah, that's that. Let's see. Chauncey says, hi, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Weather Now says, thank you for keeping me informed and always answering my questions. You rock. No problem, dude. You are very welcome. Anytime. Let's see here. How does Manhattan, Kansas look for tomorrow? Gotcha. Okay, let me go and pull you up here, my friend. Let's see. We're going to hop over back to my main screen. So you said Manhattan. Let's see here. You said Manhattan, Kansas. Gotcha. Okay. So you're in the marginal, which that, if you don't know what that marginal stands for, so once again, there's a scale from 1 to 5, 5 being the worst potential for severe weather, 1 being, you know, still a shot for severe weather, but not the end of the world, essentially. So you're in a level 1, which is good. You're in the lowest threat for severe weather, but remember, it's a threat for severe weather. So there is still a shot for maybe a few strong to, once again, a few strong to severe thunderstorms. Maybe there's a potential for, you know, some of those storms producing 60 mile per hour wind gusts, maybe even a shot for potentially quarter-size hail. Could be possible. I would not say, tornadoes right now is not a concern. The tornado threat ends pretty much in extreme south-central Oklahoma, which here's tomorrow's tornado threat. Like I said, little 2%, or I wouldn't say little, but low threat, 2% chance out there. But yeah, like northeast Texas included, and very far south central Oklahoma is in the risk out there. But anyways, yeah, we'll definitely watch out for it. Let's see here. But anyways, that is essentially what we are. Looking at. Let's see here. But that is that. Let's see here. Doing good, says Chauncey. Glad to hear you. Glad to hear that. let's see here. So if it's hail and winds, do I go to a storm shelter? So obviously it depends on the magnitude. If it's like 4-inch hail and like 80-mile-per-hour winds, then I would go to the shelter. But if it's like a normal hail threat, like 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter size hail or something, I would stay away from windows. Don't get me wrong, because those winds could throw some debris out there. Could throw some debris at the windows, shatter them, and you don't want to be next to that. Also, same thing for hail. If it gets large enough, it could do that. But I would just stay away from windows. You don't necessarily have to get into a shelter unless it really gets bad. Like I said, once again, I'd say large chunks, like over 2 inches in diameter at that point, then I would consider starting to seek shelter if it gets that big. But anyways. But yeah, eventually at some point I would, essentially. I just realized I said essentially so many times. So sorry about that. Let's see here. Weather Now says, I have to go rest my lungs. Have a good night. Well, good night, man. And hope you do better soon, man. Let's see here. Do I know the SPC outlook for Florida, 1998, February 22nd? I do not. I'm sure if I spent time and looked at it, I could probably find it. Let's see here. Will I have severe weather in Currituck, North Carolina? I'd say it's possible. Like I said, we were actually mentioning some other people out there in North South Carolina. Once again, the severe weather threat moves from Saturday into Sunday. I think Monday it could exist across the Mid-Atlantic, so I'm not going to say it's a for sure yes, but I'd say you have a potentially good chance of it. Yeah. Let's see here. Thank you for calming me down during my storm in Miles, Texas. You're welcome, dude. No problem. Just thoughts. What is my thoughts here for Nashville on Sunday? I think Nashville has a good chance of seeing damaging winds and hail. Like I said, I don't think much of a tornado threat is going to be existing across Nashville, but unless some magic happens, which I don't see happening right now, look out for maybe a few damaging wind gusts and hail. But you are in a slight risk. You do have that decent chance for severe weather. I would keep an eye out there for it. Absolutely. Let's see here. 33101. All right, let's see here. 33101. This is in Singapore? Yeah, can't do that. Can't do it out there. See here. EM says 75568 okay for tomorrow. So let's see. 75568. 75568. Okay, you're in Naples, Texas. Okay, so yeah, Naples is in the enhanced risk. So like I said, that's a level 3. That's a pretty big risk out there for severe weather. I would watch it. I would definitely keep my eyes open for the severe weather tomorrow, as you're actually the biggest threat that exists tomorrow. Main concern, hail and damaging winds, followed by a small itty-bitty chance for tornadoes, which I would not really worry about tornadoes. Let's see here. Let's see. Haley says, I hope I get my tornadoes. Trust me, Haley, you do not want a tornado. You don't. I know you've been praying and everything like that for a tornado, but seriously, you do not want a tornado. That's the last thing you want. You might think it's cool. You might think it's all right, but until the moment you're in one, it's not. Yeah, I don't think you'd like it. Let's see here. Christopher says, I was once in a 2% chance for tornado, but no tornado happened, which is good. But some really heavy hail. I got 3 inches of rain from it. Still have all the rain in my backyard, so to say. Yeah, I mean, Christopher, that can happen. Like I said, a 2% chance, very low probability. I mean, however, I will say I have seen tornadoes happen in 2% zones. And actually, there is a specific event. I could not tell you what day it was, but it was across western Texas, somewhere around in here. There was a 2% chance. I think it was last year. Pretty sure it was last year. But there ended up being a very large tornado that spawned. Luckily, it was in mostly rural areas, but there was a very large tornado that spawned in a 2% chance. So it even goes to show you, even in a 2% chance, there still can be a possibility. But like I said, the odds are not in your favor. Definitely not. But, that's that. Let's see here. Florida says 33125. I'm in. Okay, I was about to say, man, I was like, I can't do it all the way out there. 33125. 33125. Miami. Gotcha. So good old-fashioned Miami. I mean, you could have just said Miami. I would have known where that's at. If it's a major city, I can likely pull that up for you immediately. But Miami here, when it comes to it, generalized thunderstorms. Once again, just typical Florida stuff when we were looking at there. Can I give us the highest F rating tornado that ever hit Florida? I want to. Something is screaming at me saying it was an EF4. Because I don't think that. Yeah, I definitely do not think that Florida's ever seen an EF5. Now areas like Alabama, yes, obviously have had a few EF5s. I think Georgia's had a couple too. I know Mississippi has. But Florida, I don't think so. I want to go with either EF3 or EF4 as being the highest in Florida. But anyways, see here. Cookeville, Tennessee, EF4 happened with no tornado threat. Wow, that's crazy. That is really nuts. Yeah, that was like an act of God, essentially. If you have something like an EF4 happen with a no tornado threat, that had to have been a while ago, right? That couldn't have been in like modern times. Let's see here. Chanda says, let's see, 2 zip codes, 65625. 65625. Missouri. Okay. So tomorrow there's a marginal risk. Once again, heads up, small chance for severe weather. Main concern there tomorrow for you is maybe a small chance for some, gusty winds. I'd say up to up to 60 mile per hour wind gusts out of some storms possibly. And whenever it comes to it, hail, there's a small chance up to quarter size as well. So heads up to that. You said another zip code too, which was, let's see here, 65203. 65203. Columbia, Missouri. So yeah, pretty much same area, maybe slightly north. But yeah, same thing. Actually, hold on a minute. No, they're for you. Sorry. For some reason, I thought that was marginal. But yeah, for the second zip code, it does not appear that there's going to be a big chance for any severe weather. So that's that. See, Cookeville natives in 2020, March 3rd. Very memorable. Wow. Yeah, that's one thing. I am terrible with like history with weather, but when it comes to like forecasting, that's up to you to decide. Which I think I do a pretty daggone good job at forecasting. From the amount of work I put into studying this, I think I can do the job done. I think I can get the job done. Let's see here. Let's see, Nashville. Yeah, wow. Look at that. TRG and Pettis at the exact same time talked about how that happened on the Nashville EF3. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. But anyways, y'all. Well, like I said, if you guys have any questions out there, like I said, let us know. We'll be here for you. See here. Chana says, thank you. You're very welcome. No problem. Anytime. But like I said, once again, just make sure you guys, if you know anybody in Northeast Texas, once again, Dallas, Fort Worth region, obviously Waco, we got areas like Tyler, Texas, Texarkana, obviously Shreveport, Louisiana, those areas, obviously, heads up to you guys as you are in the, like I said, you guys are in the enhanced risk out there. So, but that is that. Let's see here. Phantom says, I just joined, but what does the GFS on the model say about the tropical storm? What's the weather look like for 36312? Let's see here. 36312. Across Alabama. Okay, so you're in southeast Alabama. So here comes Sunday. You're good. Actually, no, I think you're pretty much fine. There might be a chance for a few thunderstorms on Sunday, but generally not expected to be anything damaging. But anyways, back on the tropics, the GFS, the American model, is the only model that's supporting this right now, but it's continuing to do so. Like I said, for the last 5, 6, 7 days now, the American GFS model, the long-range American model, is continuing to support a tropical cyclone spinning up in the southern Caribbean and maybe tracking into the Gulf, maybe going in the Western Atlantic. There's a lot of unknowns right now. But either way, it's still showing it. It's still showing it. Right now, it shows it going over Florida. The last 2 models have been saying that. But the last model before that, earlier this morning, was showing it going straight across the central Gulf of Mexico. definitely a big gap there you can see between the two models. So there's that's at least like a 800-mile difference between the two latest models. So anyways, but that's that. But anyways, that is what we were looking at. Let's see here. Haley says my cousin lives in Texas, Andrew, because he has a job in Texas and he's in Army. Cool. Awesome. Let's see here. Raining blankets and miles right now. What? Never heard that one before. Anyways, but like I said, you guys, if you guys have any, like I said, if you guys have any questions, like I said, feel free to let us know. Like I said, once again, just thank you all absolutely so much for being here. Once again, big shout out has to go to Scott as well as Ice Cream for the donations here. Like you said, you guys absolutely rock. Like I said, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see. No, we're ending. I mean, we could stay a little bit longer. Like I said, just if y'all have any questions, let me know. See, thank you for all that you do, bud. No problem, Phantom. No problem. DRG says ice cream where? There's a dude on our channel, Ice Cream. Actually, you don't go up that far. Ice Cream donated $5 to us earlier. So once again, Ice Cream, thank you so much, dude. Greatly appreciated. But anyways, but that is that. But like I said, it's only the American GFS is talking about this right now. So it could go away tomorrow for all we know. We'll see. We will see though, but right now, still showing it. But I think we got more important concerns right now. In terms of the severe weather tomorrow, that's kind of more of a big concern than the tropics right now. But we'll continue to watch them too. You know that. Anyways, but once again, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us. Let's see, thanks for all you do and keep up the good work, Andrew. Thank you so much, Haley. Greatly appreciated. Like I said, if you guys have not already, hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter, guys, at NWW1162. Be greatly appreciated. Like I said, you guys can submit severe weather reports there. I will, if I'm live tomorrow, that's really important. So if you guys live across the severe weather outlook area, send your reports to our Twitter at NWW162. It could be images of clouds. It could be images of damage, whatever, storm-related. Make sure you take the photo and make sure that it is in current, up-to-date time, meaning the day of. And then we'll share it to you guys on the stream. But just make sure you follow us, once again, at NWW1162. Like I said, obviously that is what we are looking at. But all right, well, guys, we're going to go ahead and knock this over here to the ending screen. Once again, thank you guys for being here. We love y'all. Just stay safe. Once again, we will be live tomorrow for you guys. I'm not sure exactly what time we are going to go live yet, but we will definitely be live at some point tomorrow. Same thing for Sunday, too. Tomorrow being Saturday and Sunday, both days of severe weather will be live for both the days. But all right, you guys. Well, once again, thank you all absolutely so much. We love you guys. Let's see here. Black Tar says, good night, dude. Thanks for the calm energy. Helps with storm anxiety. No problem, dude. No problem. Florida Weather says good night. Good night, man. All right, y'all. Well, take care. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Once again, a big shout out goes to Scott as well as Ice Cream. Thank you guys so much for donating. You guys rock. We love you. Thank you so much. And all right, my friends. Well, stream's going to head off here in 2 minutes. Go ahead and say goodbye to your friends and family. And we'll catch you guys later on tomorrow. Peace out, my friends. See you then. 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Bay and inland waters a moderate chop. Isolated thunderstorms. Scattered showers, mainly in the evening. Monday, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots, increasing to 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon. Bay and inland waters a moderate chop. Isolated showers and thunderstorms. Monday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southwest 5 to 10 knots after midnight. Bay and inland waters a moderate chop. Isolated showers and thunderstorms in the evening. Tuesday, west winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Isolated thunderstorms. Isolated showers in the morning, then scattered showers in the afternoon. Tuesday night, west winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Scattered showers with isolated thunderstorms in the evening.
Wednesday, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Bay and inland waters light chop. Isolated showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Winds and waves higher and near thunderstorms. Your coastal waters forecast for the KHB 32 listening area for the following marine location: coastal waters from Englewood to Tarpon Springs out 20 nautical miles. Issued at 8:25 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Tonight, west winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 1 foot or less. Bay and inland waters light chop. Saturday, northwest winds around 5 knots, becoming west in the afternoon. Seas 1 foot or less. Bay and inland waters light chop. Isolated showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon. Saturday night, west winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming northwest after midnight. Seas 1 foot or less. Bay and inland waters light chop. Isolated showers and thunderstorms. Sunday, south winds around 5 knots, becoming southwest in the afternoon. Seas 1 foot or less.